live every day, doing dating lives with her children involved with strange men and women. She begs for money for things for her and her children. Hang on. Friday evening, she was live at 2 a.m. with her children in the background, banging a pot, crying, saying she's hungry. This is her phone number and her email. Now, Rebecca stated on her live that the only person that had her email was Lyndall, which is Prince Brat's mum. I'm unsure of the ages of the children, but she has 3 children to the ages. She's more concerned of uploading videos of her crying and having men on her live around her children to date. I've made a referral to social services. My concern is the children being starved, as well as she has been done for benefit fraud and she is mentally unstable. She has threatened to unalive herself in front of her children because she is so depressed. This, in my opinion, is absolutely disgusting, and social services, or CPS, are stretched enough as it is at the moment. And all the time, basically, and shouldn't be being used like this in a malicious context. Why would you do this to anyone just to get back at them? Because it was just a falling out. It was just a falling out. So why would you do this to get back at them? One request. Oh no, that's gone. Okay. Hello, I've emailed before about a creator called Rebecca C on TikTok. Her name is Rebecca and then her actual surname. She has 2 children, lives in where she lives. All over TikTok this evening there is videos of her live with PDF files in her live speaking to her and her children. She is also crying on live about social services coming to her address last week. Her child is comforting her on live. She is only around the age of 10 or 11 years old. She is only about meeting these offenders. This is really serious. Someone needs to look on the social media platform, search her name, and look at the videos. This is extreme behaviour sent from my iPhone. That's such a wild accusation. Why would you do that to anyone? Why? What on earth goes through your head to accuse someone of putting their children around that? I don't understand. That's Rebecca's story to tell, and she's done such a good job of doing that over the last few days as well. I think Rebecca's been really brave, personally, in how she's handled it, and I would have gone live crying or angry and upset as well. Let's see. I mean, the way there you go, if we were talking about work, weren't we, and work being contacted. So this is from a while back. This is from like December time, but it pertains to one of the ex-mods. Now, there is certain things in place, but I can talk on this. So this is a screenshot from their Discord that basically shows Cowboy and Alex talking about what's the name of the place that he works at, because they'd fallen out. And Alex saying, well, I was just wondering that. And if we move down, let's privately talk about that, shall we? From Alex there, and that person's workplace was contacted. He then went on to deny that in messages with me when we had private talks, to say that he never done it, but then he also admitted that he did speak to that person's manager. That's not going to show very well, is it? And admitted that he contacted the manager after time saying that it wasn't him. What's this one? So this is an example of threatening to contact someone's family. Now, this actually is in reference to Effie. This is a screenshot that Effie sent me. This is Alex pointing at the idea that he might get in contact with Effie's ex-partner. Just to get back at Effie for wanting to leave. So, but of course, no one is allowed emotions, only you and your month's break. So I think that's fair enough. If you need to take a break, if you need to take a break, take a break. Leave me alone. This person's name wouldn't be happy to know you're liaising with people who threatened his children and put his kid's address out, so leave me alone. Basically implying that he's going to get in contact with that person. And if I'm correct, did he get in contact with that person, Effie?
Someone did, yes.
Yeah. So it happened after the threat. This is, it's the same story over and over and over again. I can show you it time and time again. This was in December when the first set of mods left. A fake account was made on Facebook to contact, I'm sure she won't mind, to contact Sammy's work. No, to contact Sammy's friends and family to imply that she was a drug addict. It's the only way to put it. And that her job was at risk. Ooh. So, hi, I know you don't know me, but my name is, and I'm a close friend of Sammy on TikTok. Recently, she told me she is addicted to pills. She has them each night and she buys them off the dark web and allegedly supplied them from her family too. She also smokes weed and smokes gummies. I'm extremely worried as I don't live that close and just felt like I needed to share this with someone in the hope she will get some help, especially working with and where she works. It's a safety worry for them too. Sorry for the random message. It's concerning the level that these people will go to, knowing that could lose her job when she's not that. She's not that. I need to take, if I can.
Beth's requested, but I can't bring her up because she's private.
Okay. Let's try and do that. One sec, Beth. So this one's basically get her to do a drug test if I'm full of... Thanks, phone. If I'm full of shit, then you'll know. Simple as that, isn't it? And then I know Sammy, she's a close mate of mine off TikTok. So whoever this is needs to be careful. Ask her to do it if I'm full of shit, but because I bet she won't. And then them basically calling them out and saying that jealousy is a terrible thing. And then still pushing it that she admitted it to me. Well, when you all finally see the truth, that's when... Then we'll see what happens then, isn't it? Like, that in itself is like a threat. But why go to these extremes? Sorry, Beth, do you want to come up still?
Can I add to the December?
You were there for it. Yeah, you were there for it. Please.
You put me in the big box.
Right, you have to tell me how, but yeah.
That's good. So about September or December is when plenty of mods decided to leave that community, and it had to be done safely. So once they were able to leave and we helped them out in that way, in the Discord, Prince Brat made this post. I've woken up with such a sore heart, a heart paining, knowing I did nothing but tried to be there for everyone. A guy whose biggest insecurity is people leaving him, having that happen all at once. The pain is indescribable. I just want to say thanks to anyone who had stood by for us. I guess we are going to need some time to heal because, as you can see, we clearly care, unlike others. There's times I woke up thinking that I'm the problem, I didn't sleep, but just know, thank you. And then Cowboy also posted on that day. And he said, I woke up this morning with a heavy heart, having let multiple people become so close to me, knowing full well what that would mean. But as I had nothing to do with anything that happened at all, it hurts even worse. This means they only pretended to be my friend, but was only truly there for Alex, not Alex and Cowboy. No respect was shown to me, just blocked, and that was it. I have felt the weight of my heart this entire night. I have prayed about it and I have received my answer. Move on, so that is what I will do. But I can't help but wonder now that this has happened if other people still in this group see me as they did. Feeling like an extra on set is not pleasant. Feeling like everyone was here just for Alex and not both of us is not pleasant. I will be honest, it's weighing on my mind a lot. I'm not good with expressing emotions, but this is me trying to be honest. This was right after many mods left, and members of the community. And it was very quickly turned around by Cowboy and Alex that they're the ones that are hurt. They're the ones that don't have friends. So that happened at that time with them.
That was a horrendous time as well, wasn't it? That wasn't that awful because it's always the same cycle when people leave. They're the hurt party in the situation. They neglect to tell you why people left. So they have been on live recently saying that all these people left in December because of Effie, when in actual fact, it's because they didn't like the way that they were treating the girls in the community. They were shouting at them in Discord calls and private calls and all sorts. So they left.
Yeah.
And then they had a tirade of abuse. What Effie has been getting over the last few days, and Rebecca has been feeling that as well. And that is exactly what happened in December. It is a cycle that repeats itself every time.
Yeah, the mods didn't leave because of Effie. Effie didn't come around until later. They left because of the situation, because of the constant pressure, I'll say, from Alex and Cowboy and the rest of the community, the other ones that are who they deem as important in the group. It was a lot. So 3 days later, Prince Brat posted this in their Discord and said, "Nobody is here. As Cowboy says, I'm all the problem. I'm on the edge." So now it's being turned around and more of, give me pity. Give me, make this about me at this point. And so Cowboy responded, "All I said to you, Alex, was that you did not need to go into any of their lives. And we were all supposed to have them blocked, and you lost your ever love and fucking mind on me. And now you're in here chatting a whole mess of shit as well. I'm heading to the hospital. My blood pressure is beyond my control at this point. And you don't give a shit. Might as well just kick me out of Discord." From what we'll show, S-baiting and health baiting is a common and reoccurring narrative with them. So if something, and I just want to say, if something does come up later where, it says someone may get hurt or something of that nature, it is a repeated action that they both take together. They talk like that in front of the Discord, in phone calls, with all of the community and the mods there and present, and the ex-mods were present to be with their fights, to be seeing and feeling pressured about their health problems, about their S-baiting. So it's a common reoccurrence, and we know that because we've seen it all. We've known that.
Yeah, you see it a lot. It's ridiculous. So this is recent. And this was to do with the fact that Effie had left and come to talk to me, basically. There's more to go with that, but this is emotional manipulation. This was sent out as emotional manipulation to get gifts for their game, or game shows, or whatever it is that they call it. It's they will start by saying to you, or their community, not to you, to their community, "Oh, traders tonight, I hope everyone can turn up." And that is when the emotional abuse starts. You start getting these messages, oh, another day of blame Alex, oh, it's all my fault, oh, my health is bad, oh, this has happened. And this is the tirade that people are getting throughout the day before the game show starts.
Let me get to where I was. Hold on.
Sorry.
That's okay. This is another one. It doesn't have the date on there. It just has the time. So he was talking to another person. He said, so you dropped your friends because you're getting trolled. This is why I have trust issues. That's another thing he used quite a bit was trust issues. I can't trust you. I can't trust anybody. If you're not 100% faithful and 100% loyal, then I don't have trust in you. So that was also pretty common for him. And then this was posted today, knowing that this live was going to happen. And it was really short notice for me. I'm not going to lie, but knowing that this is going to happen, this is what he said today. He said, one day your hate lives are going to unalive someone. You guys will have blood in your hands, all for a number at the top right. Thousands of people bullying, tearing apart one person, shame. So like I said, it's a common theme, recurring over and over.
What he neglects to mention, sorry, go on, sorry.
No, go ahead.
What he neglects to mention is what, 2 nights ago? Or last night? I can't even remember when it was because it's all merged in together recently.
2 nights ago.
He held a whole hate live on Effie, and before that, when the other mods left in December, they held hate lives on them left, right, and centre. And there was a time, and I won't speak too much on it, but there was a time when it was seriously concerning for one person, and I actually tried to back off from what I was doing because I was that concerned about someone that had come to us. And yet he wants to put this up now. Why do you get to do it? Why do you get to do it to people? But when your stuff comes out, you don't get, you want to play that card? Why is that fair? It is hypocrisy at its finest. It absolutely is. Sorry, thank you.
Yeah, do you want me to play the first part of this video?
Yeah, play it, yeah.
Okay.
I've got a few on the phone to play and stuff, so, but yeah.
So I'll start by playing this video, and this is just an example of how the mods were spoken to. Let me know if you can hear it.
In truth, moderators,
Yeah, it's good.
we're about to have a group call here in a few minutes, and I'm going to call all of y'all. That was the worst moderation I had ever seen. Not just with her and her accounts, because I blocked 3 of the 5 that she came in on. Did Alex make a mistake by bringing her up in the box? Yep, he sure did. And I saying that he did. But moderators, all of her little minions and all of her, nobody was getting blocked in that live. They were just sitting in the chat, winding Alex up, pushing and grasping at anything that they could get. And that's not okay. We're going to reassess our moderators is what we're going to do. We're going to reassess who's there and how effective they can be as a moderator, because this was actually really bad. I watched over 300 people enter this fucking room and sit here and wind Alex up and keep backing up Evil Queen and all that. Well, she shouldn't have even been in the box, so Alex, your fault too, obviously. We've already established that. And I'm not pushing out blame, but I'm going to push out the blame. Am I to blame too? Yeah, you damn right I am. I'll take some of that blame. Mods aren't your staff. Yes, they are. Lady, moderators, get that shit out of here. That bitch needs to go. So I'm not going to be nice anymore. I'm already at my fucking wits' end with this. If there was 300 people that came in to support Evil Queen, 300 people should have been blocked. Because anybody who supports her is not allowed in this room. People are like, oh, well, they're allowed an opinion. No, they're not. Stop saying that everybody's entitled to their opinion. No, they're fucking not. No, they're not. Not everybody deserves a fucking opinion. if you are nasty and you are evil and you want to wind people up and you want to actually try to get at somebody and try to upset somebody on purpose, you don't get to have an opinion. Not in this room, not in my room, not in his room. There is a certain degree of responsibility that we put in our moderators, which is the reason we have a private moderator group on Snapchat, on Discord. We have private groups with all of y'all in it. But you know how many people I've seen get blocked when Evil Queen was up there in that box? 0. Not a single one with those nasty ass comments down there in the chat. And then that evil, twisted-minded bitch came into this chat with all of her little minions, and nobody got fucking blocked. So now we're going to have a conversation off the app with all of the moderators. And anybody in here that says, oh, she needs proof, guess what? She doesn't deserve any proof, and she's not going to get any proof. You know why? Because she sat up there on her platform making accusations about me that were completely false with no proof. And she didn't let us go up into her boxes. So fuck her. She gets nothing. She lose. She gets nothing. Nothing.
I'm going to be the
So there's that. I'll let you go ahead, Keith.
I think that was around the time that I started, because that was the attitude that was being shown towards moderators that got me to comment in the live. But that behaviour hasn't stopped. You might not see it quite so much now, but it hasn't stopped. I mean, I'd like to play you. I've got it in the right order. Just let me check.
people that revolve around those people.
Is it this one first? Yeah. So I have asked to make sure it's okay to play this. Now there's no video, but there is sound, so I'll turn it right up. But this was recent. And it shows that attitude has not changed, and in fact has probably got worse.
Seen a video of where there
Let me know if you can hear
Can I
it.
just stop you for a minute? Because I know what video that was.
Yeah.
Cowboys Chiefs video.
you go ahead, yeah, because you know what video I seen.
Yes, I do. Yana being bullied was literally Cowboys Chiefs video, correct?
And I understood that it was all jokes.
Oh, so I am fucking right. So don't give me that fucking attitude. Continue.
I didn't give you a fucking attitude.
Shut up. You got a fucking problem. Continue, you fucking bitch. Continue. I'm over this. Your fucking fake
No,
as fuck.
I'm done. Fuck you.
Fuck you too. Your mental health is as fake as your fucking personality. She tried to throw Sue under the bus quicker than she could fucking breathe.
Wow.
Dumb bitch.
I mean, right now I'm seeing a video of also dealing with my kid and a bunch of fucking other shit.
There's always something going on in your life, isn't there?
Yeah, because, I do have a life outside of TikTok.
Yeah, so do I, honey. So do we all. Whenever people use that excuse, it's like, well, don't sit around a game show if you're going to dig at it.
No, to be completely honest with you, I sit and I support your game shows while I'm working because I work from home.
You're not supporting by chatting shit about me. That's the worst support I've ever had in my life.
Okay, well, you're entitled to your opinion just like I'm entitled to mine.
How is chatting shit about people support?
You can't tell me that you don't
where is
shit about
the
people,
support?
Alex. You act like you're fucking perfect.
I don't know like I'm perfect. I know I'm not, but the difference is I'm real to people. But this is the thing. I approach you to your face. You go on a group chat and then outright say, I will gaslight Yana that she's wrong and not me. Do you know how fucked up that is?
But did you see what was posted in there prior to
I don't
that?
care what was posted. It's the fact that
No,
you're
but
fake.
see, that's just it. You're only getting to the point of where what I said. What I said was wrong. Yes, I did state that Cowboy was controlling because he had told everybody to block Dino.
Okay. Well, maybe she shouldn't have been acting like a cunt. Well, what if you didn't want to be...
You're entitled to your opinion. Like I said, I don't know her from Adam Marie.
My fiance for absolutely no damn reason.
Okay, and I didn't know that until you had stated that.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't speak on things that you don't know anything about.
But every time we turn around, Cowboy, you're telling somebody to block fucking somebody.
No, we're not. I want the drama to stay away from the damn group. And if I say you bring us drama, you're getting blocked. That's what the fuck I mean. But also, at the end of the day, is that no one takes your finger.
Can I just say something?
No, 1 second, please. Please, Yana, sorry. Nobody takes your finger and forces you to block someone. number one. Number two, there's supposedly so many times that you've been told to block people, you've never once voiced an issue, which makes you two-faced as fuck.
I haven't blocked anybody, Alex. I haven't blocked anybody. I've needed to be blocked from everybody.
Yeah, I'm aware of that because you sat in the live last time, ran your mouths about us, and we still let you back. And you've basically done the same thing. The only difference is there's people in this own group. Your own people that you were chatting shit about is the reason I know. It's not only Yana, by the way. About 4 people in that group chat. Multiple screenshots. So before you go for Yana, multiple of them. So stop acting like you fucking care. Stop acting like you're bothered. You're not. You're fucking fake as fuck. The truth is when I have said it 1,000 times, if you start shit and you start drama, you're getting blocked. That's what I meant. And today, on Nathan's live, she attacked Alex for no reason. She attacked me for no reason. She tried to control Nathan's live. She dropped Alex. She dropped me from the box before I ever said a word. And then I told Nathan, I was like, take her mod powers right now. You do it. He took them away, and I blocked her because she is the pot stirrer. And you sticking up for her without no...
Also dealing with my kid and a bunch of fucking other shit.
No. It's the people that revolve around those people are trash, but if that's the people you want to be friends with, I can't be, just be careful because they'll do it again to you.
I'm not speaking to any of them.
Oh,
like,
shit. Hang on. Sorry. I got the wrong thing. But yeah, so that's how he spoke to Kit Kat. And Kit Kat's in the chat, and we had a conversation afterwards because I didn't know about any of this until afterwards, obviously, and then I heard the call and we had a conversation about it, and it was unreal. There's part in there, I don't have it, where he basically says that Kit Kat's mental health doesn't matter and a safe space is a mental hospital or a crisis line. And that, what was it, your mental health is as fake as your personality, is exactly what he says, and it's disgusting. I mean, there's a video on my page with that on for you to see. Let's have a look.
The girl that he was talking about that they blocked is actually in the chat. I don't know if she wants to come up.
Yeah, you can come up if you want to. Please feel free. I mean, some more examples of the emotional abuse, and at this point, it is, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people agree, coercive control. The way they play this, this was a live that got held because they weren't getting enough viewers in their live.
In 2 years, within 2 years, me and Alex should both be holding minimum 200 people in our lives, because this community should have been built up to the point where we have hundreds of people, and if not everybody can be there, that's fine, but we should not be sitting at 15 and 20 views. We work way too long and way too hard and invest way too much time in all of you and in all of the stuff that we do to be left sitting with 20 viewers, and a lot of people who say, I want to do the game show, and then they don't even get in the queue. It's like spitting in our face. It really is. It really
is. I did not put that music over that. That was what he was playing in the background. I'm sorry for laughing. Oh, God.
It all fell down.
I'm glad other people are laughing, for God's sakes. Mental health does matter. Sorry, I moved on really quickly because I'm nervous. Mental health really does matter in all of this. And the fact that it's so easily... Okay, Chris, no worries, mate. The fact that it's so easily dismissed by these people, but when it turns on them, it's all important, is disgusting. Did you want to have a say? Because you were obviously mentioned...
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm just on holiday. Let me just walk out of reception.
Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you.
No. So what it was
sorry.
Was basically... No, I'm fine. I literally went up to reception to get Wi-Fi to listen. So basically what happened was, when all this started was, Effie and Nathan had fell out, and I don't mind mentioning Nathan's name because it's been brought up. And this is where the whole problem stemmed from. Now, there was a bit of back and two from everyone saying Effie said this, Effie said that, blah, de blah, de blah. Comments were made about me in lives. The hot seat wasn't a joke and a game. It was an opportunity for them to say what they really felt about people and what everyone else really felt about everyone. And that's what I truly believe that game was about.
I'm going to back you on that
so
one.
obviously
I
that made
believe
me
that
say,
as well.
Cowboy said that on live
Yeah.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
And that made me feel a type of way, because at the end of the day, I'm not a person, like, I might come across as shy, or I might come across as argumentative in a game for a game purpose at the end of the day, but I'm not going to sit and take shit. Like, if you're sitting there saying that you don't want to be around me, don't be around me. If you're sitting there saying I'm sly, or you know I'm going to catch you out on your bullshit, don't be around me, okay? That's just the type of person that I am. And then obviously I backed off after that, but I still involved myself with Nathan because I spoke to him out of TikTok. So basically there was that Yana situation that you have just showed. I didn't agree with that. Obviously I was in the live at the time when that happened, but I never spoke up or said anything, which I should have. But again, it's out of fear. But there was a situation where we was all on live and everyone, not just me, everyone was talking about Effie. Now my conversation specifically was Effie saying I cheated, so I just basically said the same back. That was my conversation with someone on private text. However, I wasn't the only one that in that live. Everyone was doing it to everyone. Like, the room was pretty much silent because everyone was texting each other. Now, I only had contact with Nathan and someone else from this community off TikTok because I just don't involve myself in that way. Now, we then later got a message, I got a message, I don't know who else did, basically saying, tell me what was said and who said what. And because I'm not that person to do that, all I said was, you need to question the genuinity, I don't know how to say it, of your community. Yeah, genuineness of your community. He started to get mad. Now, I admitted to what I said. I just didn't want to say who I was texting it to, which he wanted to know, which, again, I'm not that type of person at the end of the day, because I know how specific people feel because of what they've said to me and what I've said to them about Alex and Cowboy. So I'm not going to be disloyal and break their trust in that situation, nor am I that person. If someone doesn't want to say it, they clearly don't feel safe. I've been through DV, so from that aspect, that's how I understand someone would feel that way. And because I wouldn't tell him, it continued. He was basically trying to force me to tell him. And obviously I've got all the messages. I then basically said that, you know, there's worse things that are happening, yet you're willing to brush those under the carpet, and this happens. So there was that, and then the incident, what caused it all to blow up, was the fact that I'd passed my theory test. Now, I was in a live, can't remember who was in there, just saying about the fact that I passed my theory test. And I've had family problems from as young as I can remember. I was kicked out and everything like that. So I was just proud that, you know, I finally showed everyone what for, and that I can actually do something. Now they've took a conversation from the hot seat that they have asked a question to someone, the answer's been taken. They've took from that I'm then talking about them. So anyways, Alex then messaged Cowboy came in, and I'm sorry if you're going to start screaming and shouting at me and running your mouth. I'm not one to sit there and not shout back. And because I spoke back and I shouted back, that was what got me blocked out of the group and told to be blocked. And Nathan was controlled and said, remove her now, blah, 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 blah. I spoke to Nathan off, and obviously he was like, he didn't want to do that situation. But I was also like, you're sitting there and you're letting it happen. Now, he had the chance to still be friends with me off Snapchat because I'm not that, off TikTok because I'm not that type of person. He chose not to, that's his choice. But that is the majority of the reason, because I wouldn't tell him who was saying what, because I don't know their safety levels or anything. I only know the situation that I'm in. It was that, and the fact that he felt personally attacked. So then, because that live happened and I've screamed and shouted back as much as they have, he's then made this story up. Oh, I've said they're begging, they're this, they're that, because that story seems better to tell someone that, oh, she shouted at us back. And that's how it all
Quite
came about. So then
frankly-
he obviously, he said whatever he said to everyone. She said, I'm begging, whatever. I was sent videos, or Dino, stop coming in. Meanwhile, I'm just out here living my life. Do you know what I mean? None of these user accounts for me to living my life. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell, I'm on holiday and all this crap.
Quite frankly,
So
you
that's
shouldn't be in
my-
here if you're on holiday. You should be enjoying your holiday. What are you
And I
doing?
kept receiving, before this, I kept receiving messages off Lyndall and Alex saying, "Are you coming live? Everyone likes you. Come and argue with," I don't know if I can mention names, "come and argue with so-and-so and come and do this." And I had messages off both Lyndall and Alex multiple times to go in alive, to argue with people. Because the first ever time, at first, I'll be honest, I went in and I paid money to get in, and I wasn't getting in, or I was getting in and I was being kicked out straight away. So then I
Can I
thought,
just
right, I've
ask
got one
what live that
opportunity to
was that you were getting kicked out of? Or you weren't
pay. As
getting
in
let up
people
in?
were, no, people were kicking me out, as in eliminating me.
Yeah,
So I
there's a
thought, right,
reason
I've
for
got to
that.
go.
Hang on.
Yeah, so I've got
Keep
to go.
going.
I thought I've got to go all guns and blazing to add something to their show, essentially. And that's exactly what I did. And then that's because for me, I just wanted to be a part of something that, because I really enjoyed playing it. It wasn't even about the money or anything. I actually genuinely enjoyed solving it and whatever else, do you know what I mean? And then that's how the whole situation came about in the first place. And then obviously, like I say, but when I realised they just wanted me around for that, and if I wasn't screaming and shouting and getting the views, or people weren't gifted in the mute so-and-so or mute so-and-so, do you know what I mean? Then I wouldn't probably have been let up. I'd have been wasting my money for nothing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find a screenshot where Alex says, "I only let the loud people up. Basically, it's pointless having the quiet people up."
I just literally got sent this by someone saying, "Oh, I think you're Smelly Dino," because I completely changed my art and my username, like both things, after all that
I
went on.
remember when
just
you
thought, I
messaged
can't be bothered.
me. I remember when you messaged me.
Yeah, I probably had a bit of attitude with you, to be honest, but I just thought I
I
didn't
had a
want
bit
to
of
associate
attitude with you. I'm
anyone
not
of my-
going to lie. I had a bit of
I'm my
attitude
own
with you.
person, yeah. I'm my own person, and when someone associates me with something bad, I'm straight on the defence, so my apologies for that.
No, my apologies. I have an attitude with anyone that comes from that community, and it's just the way it is.
Right, understandable.
I'm glad you're out. You know, I'm glad you're out. However it happened, I know it sucks, but I am glad you're out.
Do you know what?
You're
Out of the
safer
whole
out.
situation, yeah, I think out of the whole situation that bothers me, because none of it does. I mean, I'm out here living my life. Do you know what I mean? Of how I left on my own accord, but it was made the other way to say, do you know what I mean? That's the only thing out of the whole situation that's bothered me. I left out of my own accord. I blocked him and multiple others that I was receiving messages off. Like, that was off my own accord.
Keith, before you start that, if this account goes down, we'll be on a different account.
Yeah, I'll be on Ollie's Teeth. So OLIS Teeth. Sorry, keep talking. I'm just going to show some screenshots in the background of like the financial manipulation. But keep talking.
I think a
your
lot of
experience.
it was Effie was played off against me at the same time behind closed doors as well. Like, people messaging me saying, "Oh, Effie says this," or "Effie says that," and it's like, she's a main character. I'm not going to argue. Do you know what I mean? I also don't want to be a main character. I just genuinely enjoy playing the games, and that was a big problem as to why I sort of backed away in the first place, because it was always Effie's name involved in everything.
It's such a tricky community to be in, because you can't do right for doing wrong. That one's not going to show up properly.
Oh yeah, 100%.
My phone is not playing ball with me, but that one's about Effie and about how she's troubled.
I think you have to move it back a bit for it to work.
Close enough.
What's it say? Can you read it?
Yeah, it says, haha, so yes, careful of what Effie tells you. Love her, but recently she's been in trouble. I'm very hurt by the situation. It's once again the Effie show, when really it's my show, and I've had it being so nice. I've had it with being nice. I love the girl, but if she despises to stay away, I won't be begging anyone anymore. I'm protecting my heart. I'm protecting my heart. What about everyone else's hearts?
But I
This
was,
is
but I got kicked
oh
out. But
man,
if I
that's not going to
decide
show
to
up.
leave,
This is
I've got that video, Teeth.
okay, cool. It's just an example of someone sending money and how they've sent it, and how that can actually potentially constitute to can I say that without getting in trouble? I've always said I'm gonna see these guys in court anyway. Fraud, basically. No, it's not gonna show.
You're gonna put me in the big box?
Yeah.
Okay, so this was back in January. This is starting with the PayPal. January 25th. Hey guys, just a reminder to use the link in my bio or here. And just put in the notes fast tracks or galaxies, for example. I'll minus the galaxies off the final goal, and it means I get to keep all of it instead of TikTok taking half. See you shortly. The next one. Cowboy then said, starting from now, anyone who donates to the PayPal link before the show starts will get a 3-for-1 incentive. During the show, you will get a 2-for-1 deal. You may send at any time, even the day before, up to the game show start time. I will not be promoting the PayPal link on live, but he will do it beforehand. This is a message from Alex to one of the supporters. It said, morning lovely, how are you? I've been sent the task to get entries for the game show today. It's 30 for an auto entry today, not 50. Would you like to help?
This is a bombardment as well throughout the day. This is continuous.
Yeah. He says, bring on traders tomorrow. He said, I hope so. I've had 2 galaxies sent to Link already. Let me know if you send to Link for galaxies tomorrow. Hoping everyone comes tonight and gets involved. They said, I'm at the hospital. And then he says, yes, we'll do it tomorrow. If you send to the link beforehand, I'll give it to Mark from you if you still want to help the game. Then he said,
not even an acknowledgement.
Yeah. Yeah. It says, if you send mine, I'll send it over. I know you find it easier. And my mom asks the same thing. LOL. This is that. He said, I didn't get the 2 galaxies, by the way, you said you sent. So he takes a screenshot and says, oh, you only sent me 10 pounds. Instead of 2 galaxies. It's only 10 pounds. This is in regards to also sending. He says, yeah, we don't need to say who hasn't sent. It's just a reminder, if anyone can help, it would be appreciated. We're currently on 4 out of 15, I think, of the goal. And then he says, I have 20 minutes to get 3.5K to gain 2 fragments instead of 1 if you have a hat and whatever. And he could help me, please. And then
What is that word?
I have no clue. New stuff.
dash.
And then going from that here.
The pressure increases though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This is someone's bank statements. This is
mine.
Effie.
This is my bank statements. You can say it's my bank statements.
Okay, hon. So this is Effie's bank statement starting in April. So April 14th. April 14th, April 16th. 17th of April. 22nd of April, 23rd of April. 25th of April, 28th, 30th. 1st of May, 2nd of May, 7th of May. A 9th of May, 12th of May, 15th of May, 19th of May, 20th May, 21st May, 27th May, 29th May, 30th of May, June 4th, June 5th, June 16th. Those are all that have been pressured to gift. Relentless, on and on. messages. Here's for the galaxies. Here's for the fast track. Here's my PayPal. Here's this. Here's that.
That was only to Alex. That wasn't Cowboys ones.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
from
this-
the 14th of April to the 16th of June, 1,155 pounds was sent straight to Alex's PayPal.
It's disgusting. Can we just point out as well that Effie's got kids to look after, a family, and there was a point when you said, I can't do this. Is that right? Was that you that said you can't do this because you've got to put the kids first at one point, and he kicked off, or was that someone else? Because
Yeah,
I
no.
know that's happened a few times as
So
well.
I said, and I know that obviously I've had a message today threatening me with legal and stuff an hour before this live. I'll let Teeth explain that. So there was an account made, and I was in belief that it was Teeth and the old mods of my daughter. So I said they were on their vacation, and this is the drama I brought to them. The drama, can I say? I said, I need to take a step back. I can't keep doing this. Like, my daughter's been like, there's an account now of my 10-year-old daughter being made. I haven't been like the best mum. This isn't the type of mum I am. Like, I should have left as soon as my children got brought into it, but I felt like I couldn't. And I basically got back like, how do you think that makes me feel? Everybody leaves me. And I'm like, I get that, but it's my child, it's my children. And then it was, the narrative was spun that he was like, fine with that. He wasn't fine with that. And then he messaged me that was when they were on holiday. And then the first day back, he did a traitors game on the Saturday. And I was watching it, and then about 10:30, I had a Snapchat from him, and he played my little boy's song that my little boy loves, my 1-year-old. And I said, look, I'll play one game, because I felt like I was supposed to support them, so I think I played like 2-3 games at the end of the show. To then I woke up to abuse from 2 moderators and 1 member of how I made it the Effie show, coming in, I should have prioritised my child. And it just confirmed to me that it was them lot that was making up stuff about my children.
It's wild. The one rule, the one major rule, has always been no kids whatsoever. Always, from the word go. It's the big one, right? Rules of TikTok. You don't bring kids into it. It's the rule of TikTok. Everyone knows that rule. You don't bring kids into it. And yet they have run with this narrative that Effie's kids have been involved, and they blamed it on us. They use us to fearmonger, and it's disgusting. And I can even show some screenshots to prove they use us to fearmonger by saying, hope you can come to the live tonight. The trolls are definitely going to do something. We haven't been in your lives for weeks. Not like that, because we knew what you were doing. And yet you made Effie feel so unsafe because of it, because that wasn't us. But Effie felt so unsafe because of it that she started to step back, and that's when the abuse started.
And the accusations.
I mean, look at this screenshot, for God's sakes. I promise, if you lie to me or to my face, I will always effing find out, and I will make sure. I can't read it because Liam's in the box.
I will always effing find out. I will make sure you regret doing so. Just know that at everyone. I wasn't in the group then, but yeah.
We've been trying to push this out for so long. It's almost like a weight lifted. Have you got more on there, Veritas, or?
Yeah, I do. I am gonna, Liam, love you to death. I'm gonna kick you though, so we have more screen space.
Amber, that's an act. We're gonna come to
Bye,
that.
Liam. Love you, mate.
Let me get the next thing up. Oh, this is a
Not the
mess.
forest animals. Oh my god. Yeah, sorry.
Do you want? Yeah. Do you want the Here we go. This is
Oh,
for
I'm dying to talk about this.
yeah. So this is for Alex's birthday. Cowboy said, "Hey, I was just curious if you wanted to pitch in any money for Alex's birthday. I'm trying so hard to ignore all of this hate, but it won't stop." Poor me. It said, "I can't do the 100." He said, "It's okay. I'm just over TikTok." They said, "Alex is doing a wish list as well, and we have an event. So along with the games, I couldn't do the 100. Then Cowboy sent to another person, "Hey there, sorry to bother you. I was just going to say if you'd like to send for
Oh, no,
Alex's
this is the
birthday
same
present."
person.
Oh, the same person, sorry.
It's the same person.
Oh my God. So another one to the same person. "Sorry to bother you. I was just going to say if you'd like to send for Alex's birthday present the Airbnb, if you wouldn't mind going ahead and doing that, that would be great. We're putting everybody's donations together today because I have 2 days left to book it."
It's mind blowing. Pay for your own stuff.
What do you think about that? Please don't think badly of me. Hey everyone, I'm struggling. I'm not going to lie and tell you I'm not. Not being able to work with a broken arm and the medical bills stacking up, the trip coming up in October, it's all one big blur right now. If you want to help directly, I'm going to put my cash and my PayPal here on this message. I realize it's not your responsibility. I just don't know what to do right now. The PayPal is split and the cash is that.
Anyone would think they don't make enough money on this app.
You'd think.
I mean, you've only got to listen to the amount that they made off of just Effie.
I'm looking for a part of a video. You go ahead.
Okay. The gaslighting that comes out of this is insane. If you say you can't do something, then they will come up with any reason for why you can.
Big box.
Let's find another video. Big box.
Big box.
I'm good at this, and I.
You are. Thank you so much. I've got no idea what I'm doing. I don't like going live.
You can. Okay, I'll put that as my goal. Okay, cool.
Like how sad do you really gotta be to like be on an app when you should be working or something, doing something productive with your life, right? And then you have to run to go to a Discord to get like anybody that you can to come help you, like just trying to tear down somebody else. Like imagine that life. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. Seriously.
So
I'm gonna tell everybody in our group to block Bazooka though. I don't trust that dude. I do not trust him.
It's between Canadian and G's Discord and EQ's. They've both got. It's just a toxic place. It's not a nice place to be in.
Yeah, you don't have to believe in God to know that there's a dichotomy between good and evil, right? Like if you look out into the world, you know there's good people and you know there's evil people. You gotta believe in God. And see, this is the reason people don't get an opinion with me. Maybe he might let you have an opinion in his life. I don't let you have an opinion in my life because I know how to shut that shit down. I know how to get that out away from you. He runs an FIB show, you can have your opinion in there. Maybe, if you're respectful. But in my room, you get no opinion. Shit, baby, how many times have we, 10? Like nine vacations? 9 vacations in a year and a half. That's spending a lot, that's almost 9 months. Out of a year and a half, that's a pretty long time, to be honest with you. But you got to be able to sacrifice, and you got to be able to afford it. Dude, your mom and dad should have told you. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. And most of our mothers and fathers, most of our siblings, whoever raised you, probably told that to you at least once or twice. But when I'm in my live stream here, and I'm sitting here listening to music, not doing anything, not talking about anybody, just chilling, and then I get maliciously and ruthlessly attacked by a whole group of people who were sent on purpose, like with a purpose to try to tear me down. This is how I know I'm better than all of them. And I am. I'm better than all of them. Because I don't need to be part of something so malicious and so hateful. I don't. I'm happy being me. I'm happy with me.
Yeah, so they've been on 9, 10 vacations, and that you have to be able to afford them, but asking people to pay his bills after he hurt his arm.
It's just wild. Like, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. I am.
Degrading other people for not having a job, degrading people for not having money, but taking the money out of their pockets relentlessly every day, messaging. Galaxy, PayPal, send this, fast track, every day, relentless, to where you're spending £1,155 in a 2-month period.
Why the thing I've always, like, if anyone can explain it to me, why are you giving this amount of money? And I have no right to say how anyone can spend their money, but why to two people on the internet? Why? I don't understand. I understand the manipulation and stuff, but I just don't. I don't. Maybe it's because I'm an outsider. Perhaps I just don't understand.
I think
And
it's when,
it's disgusting
like,
that they would even put people through it. Sorry, Effie.
I think it's because, you know, when I don't know, Beth want to comment on it too. I think it's when, you know, when they're like, they use the trolls. What happened there?
I don't know. Don't worry about it. Just ignore it. It didn't even happen.
You're not in the big box.
No, I'm in the big box. I'm going to another part of the video.
Oh. You know, when they're like, they use the trolls to make us feel like the game shows aren't going to go to good, and they've worked so hard for it, and, you know, we need to support them because it's hard to explain, but you get into that guilt and you think, oh, you know, they're my friends, I have to be there for them, I have to do this, I have to do that. Really, you don't. You're not in a big box. Is she in a big box for anyone else? Hold on, let me. Right, and then let me.
Here, you big box.
Okay.
There you go. Sorted.
I saw your subscription, Lizzie, thank you. How many more do we need? We need 4 more. 5 more, sorry. 5 more. 5 more, you guys. 5 more subs. You guys, let's just make Thursday's game show the biggest one yet. Can you make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, please? 3 more, guys. 3 more subscriptions. Come on, we got this. And make sure you... Yes, Stacey. Thank you, Stacey. 2 more. Make sure you send your daily heart me's as well, please. And blue my hearts in the chat.
Yes, paint the wall. Yes.
If you're sitting there not thinking, should I subscribe? The answer is yes. Do it! Once we get to 50k, we'll be able to send subscriptions out again to build up the account and get it back to where it was, because I know everyone loves to do that, especially during launches. We need 1 more? Yeah, 1 more.
But to say we're not going to continue until we've got 5 more subs, that for me is horrendous. I wouldn't say here to you guys, oh, guys, I'm not going to start the FYP until I get another 5 subs. That's fucking wild and disgusting, that is, you know. That is disgusting.
I have a care to put on entertainment and put on a game show, and if people aren't adult enough or want to take things personally because they got voted out of a game show because everyone does that, well then don't even fucking play the game to begin with. Because I'm actually tired of it, that every single time we somehow manage to have a good time, someone has to make a show which is about me, if we're talking about it, because at the top there, who can you see? Prince Brat, okay? Which is a show is about me, and people want to about themselves to somehow be a victim, or somehow, I don't know, get some attention from me.
This is about 2 of his mods, by the way.
My mod, my family. If you're going to start drama in my chat, I'm going to mute you, and if you don't like the mute, then don't be a fucking child about it to begin with. People forget whose show it is. My show.
In truth,
Yeah.
Can we play the call that they did about Effie? Oh, hang on. quickly before we go into that, let's talk about Alex always claims. Can someone move me back into the big box? Thank you. Alex and Cowboy will always claim that they're not on fake accounts. Now, this won't make much sense to the people that were on the outside of this situation, so I'll do my best to explain it quickly. At a certain point, 2 accounts came about. One was called Blueberries FM, which is now called Appreciation FM, and one was called The White Rabbit, which is why you will see in the chat The Black Crow, The Black Eagle, The whatever. Because The Handsome Pigeon, because we decided to take the piss out of it. We're assholes. It is what it is. And we knew who it was. We knew that it was Alex and Cowboy. We just couldn't prove it. And they have always said, oh, we don't have fake accounts. We do it with our face. We do this. Hi, Z, you're right. We don't need to have fake accounts to do anything. And now we can prove that it was them. So just for the people that knew about the situation, So this was the account, Blueberries FM, and it was body shaming, addiction shaming. There was all sorts of wild stuff going on with that account. It was insane. It was basically videos with AI music over the top. All of your, oh no, I won't show that one. All of your blue and whites in the comments there. Look at that, beautiful. This one was about Sammy because apparently she's a drug addict, and then you've got Fantastic, who apparently loves pasta. Then you've got one about Beth and Callum, who are all ex-mods. They messaged Wizza, who is also an ex-mod, and she said, can I have a video? Basically trying to, I'm not scared of you. And this was her response that she got. Thank you for your request, Alice. I believe we have a song coming up about an Alice. Not sure her girlfriend would be too happy about the song. Anyway, stay tuned. So she said Alice doesn't have a girlfriend, not anymore, next game. To which they replied, unless the worst happened to her, we all know what she tried to do. Oh, Alice. That's all we have time for today. See you soon. She handled that really well, to be fair. And without going into too much detail, Wiz's ex-girlfriend didn't have a great time. So that's the sort of account that we're dealing with. And it now transpires. Oh, they also called me and Blueprints out for a lot of random stuff. Like apparently we doxed addresses, post children's images, which never happened. Pretended to be the unalive, which never happened. Mock trauma, that definitely happened. Threats, quite possibly. Reporting, I don't know what that means. Social services, that was them. Body shaming, lying, definitely, and manipulating, definitely not. It turns out that most definitely was Alex. So there was a song on there about a certain Chris that may or may not be in the chat. It says this is from Alex here. Chris keeps looking at the Blueberry FM account and I'm bored, so I'm gonna make him a song. Do you want to see the lyrics? There's the lyrics to the song that was posted. Alex. Why, man? Why do it? Boom, Alex. There's another one that goes with that as well. And like I say, this is just for the people that sort of were involved in the situation, but it is important that they get to see it. 1 second, because that video that you saw of Beth just there. Oh, Alex. Oh, Alex. Why, Alex? This song is about Callum. I think you'll find it funny. I'm fighting back now. Alex, come on, man. So yeah, there was a lot of trauma that was dragged up on did he add these to Spotify? Stop it, I'm meant to be being serious. So there was a lot of songs on there about trauma. There was one that didn't actually get released, which didn't get posted, which was which was about a really horrific incident. And they knew better. They knew better. Even Cowboy told Alex that was a bad idea, didn't you, Cowboy? So what was I going? Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, Effie's phone call. Which one's the start
Mark,
of it? Ooh,
that group.
not that one.
At the same time, sorry. Can you hear me?
This one.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I was going to say was there's obviously a lot of bullshit going on again as usual. Like, it's fucking annoying. I'm not even going to lie to you. I know it shouldn't bother me, but it's fucking annoying. Especially that stupid ho Effie. But anyway, that's a whole other ball game. But please don't entertain it. I don't even want them to get anything more from it. Like, it's hard for me not to. I know I did slightly today as well, but it was because it was during my live and stuff. But yeah, please don't. Like, I don't even want to get any relevance that she's trying to get. It's really fucking boiling my blood because it is what it is. There's so much I know, but hey,
You're
perfectly well within your right to voice your opinion. But
it's very true.
We do not have to entertain it from this point forward.
The fakeness of people is unbelievable. Unbelievable. But listen, everyone.